I just finished actually a 23-year triathlon career, 20 years as a professional. And in those 20 years, I have won 5 World Championship titles and 4 European Triathlon Championship titles. It's more than just a sport. It really sort of represents who I am, and it really has become a lifestyle for me.
Simon Lessing is a world-class athlete, an Olympian, a father and a husband. Over 20 years of hard training and competition eventually caused a back condition that threatened to alter the course of his entire life.
The initial pain was kind of weird. It was actually not a back pain. It was quite honestly a referred pain through the hamstring. And this was during the triathlon season, and I started laying off training and laying off running specifically, thinking it was a running injury. Even after laying off, it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. Physically, it was extremely painful. It got to a stage where I couldn't bend down to tie my shoelaces. Standing up took me about a minute because I would end up being bent over, holding my knees and gradually sort of stretching myself out.
At only 30 years old, Simon faced retirement and a lifetime of pain.
You end up taking it out on your family, on your children. You become this grumpy person, uptight and miserable. I obviously saw many doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors.
Every effort to find a cure for his condition was met with frustration.
I would see one person and they would refer me to another, and then that person would refer me to somebody else.
Simon Lessing was referred to me after seeing a number of other surgeons that basically told him he was going to have to hang it up. My intention with surgical intervention is to offer patients a much less invasive treatment option that allows them a very fast recovery and to get them back to their high-level activity almost immediately after surgery.
His attitude was, certainly an active lifestyle is healthy, and it's what we want to try and maintain.
As you can see here, Simon has fairly normal discs up higher in his lumbar spine with good disc height and water content, but as you come down to the lower levels, it's very dark and degenerated. His disc spaces have essentially collapsed over the years from the repetitive high-impact activities that he does. In cases like Simon's, you have bone spurs right here causing pinching of the nerve root.
So I had various muscle groups that were not firing on the right side, really from the hip down all the way into the foot.
Shortly after meeting with Dr. V, Simon knew he had found the right surgeon and underwent a minimally invasive outpatient 2-level micro-endoscopic decompression.
We cleaned up all of the problems in his spine using the most advanced techniques and retractor systems, and he walked out of the hospital within a few hours and has really been asymptomatic from the standpoint of his back and leg ever since then.
And so he managed to operate at 2 levels with a little tiny half-inch incision. The procedure took 1 day. I was in the morning at 6 a.m. and I was out at 6 p.m. in the afternoon. 3 weeks after the operation, I ended up in the swimming pool, swimming laps. And then from there, I actually progressed 3 months down the line, being conservative and not wanting to rush it, running approximately 12 weeks after the operation on a treadmill. So in November I had the operation, and in May I was back to racing. And I actually ended up racing an extra two seasons.
What makes our practice unique here in Boulder, Colorado is that we have the most advanced technologies available anywhere.
The surgeons at Boulder Neurosurgical Associates use the most advanced technology, including microscopic and endoscopic technologies, and the most precise CO2 laser in the world. BNA offers the most highly trained and skilled surgeons available, using the least invasive procedures so that you can enjoy life again as quickly as possible.
I'm obviously thankful for today's technology, that's for sure. In hindsight, I wish that I had been given some direction immediately to go and see Dr. V. If I'd done that, I'm sure I would have been a lot happier a lot sooner.
For more information, contact Boulder Neurosurgical Associates at 303-938-4600. 5700 or visit the website at www.bnasurg.com.